Hello, William here. This is episode 3 of Getting Started on the Cajon. Now what we're going to go over is putting this in context with the bass and the snare in a basic rock beat or getting started in a basic groove, okay? So we've went over a couple of exercises. If you're practicing with a metronome, nice and slow tempo, okay? Again, we do not want to enforce mistakes or bad habits. If you're practicing with a metronome and you have it on, let's say, 4 beats, so it's in 4/4, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that cycle starts over. Okay, then the accented beat, say it's on 1, so it sounds different. Beep, boop, 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 beep. That accent comes back around after 4, right? So if it's on 4, tempo's nice and slow. Okay, we're going to play that, and we've mentioned this before, we're going to play that bass note right on that first accented note. The second note it's a lot like the exercise. We're already getting started just by playing this exercise, the first one that we did with one hand. The second note on the metronome, so if we're starting off really slow, beep, boop, that one right there is where we're going to land on our snare. So what's going to happen is every first beat is the first and third beat, 1, 2, 3, 4, is going to land on the bass note, okay? 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're just going to practice that for a couple minutes, counting along slowly with the metronome. 2, 3, 4. 1, and playing on the first and third beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Low note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bass. 2, bass. On the first and third note. We've got the basics, the very beginnings of a very basic rock beat. Okay? So now we're going to add our second, which is the snare. The snare is going to play on every second and fourth beat. You may have heard basic 2 and 4. And like a lot of music, we may clap when we're in the audience on, hopefully you do, on every second and fourth beat. Everybody. You may already be doing that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn the metronome back on. 3, 4, and we're going to play that bass and then the snare. So it's just like the first exercise. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're playing a basic 2/4 beat. Bass note on every first note, snare on every second note. If we put that in a musical context, it would sound like I play a song, you know, dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. All just doing it with one hand, right? So basically, I'm playing 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dit dit dot dit dit dot boom dot. Okay? So a good exercise is going to be doing one of these where we just play bass notes, like I said before, on 1 and 3. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to add the second beat. Not the fourth one, just the second on the snare, okay? It'll be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to alternate hands. Notice on the 4th beat, I'm not playing anything yet. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, switch hands, 3, 4, start over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So we're basically playing every note. Bass note first, snare note second, bass note third with my other hand. Nothing on the 4th one. Start off very slow. Do that for a couple minutes, then add the 4th beat. 2, 3, 4. Bass, snare, bass, snare. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count the numbers as you are playing them. We are enforcing what I like to call an inner metronome, okay? If I know consciously where my notes are lined up, later on as we progress, we can manipulate different rhythms because we're learning to count as we play, okay? We'll explore this even further in another episode. See you then.